Fall harvest is here in the state of Kansas. You've probably noticed combines, grain carts, and trucks running all across the state. We decided to take the opportunity to stop with one of our Kansas farmers in Southeast Kansas to talk about their Harvest 2021.
My name's Evan Porter, and farming operation we run under is Porter Family Ag, which is my dad and I both, family operation, and we're from Fredonia. We're on the east side of our operation, picking our farthest east stuff. This corn we vary in maturity from 105 day to 116 day on our operation. A lot of that's based off of soil type and fertility. This ground is kind of flatter and it's kind of got some black soil to it. And we're noticing the yield drag a little bit this year from early season rains. They got wet feet. And that kind of dragged back our yields versus our well-drained upland ground, but still very happy with what we're seeing based off of everything this harvest or this crop has went through this year. So this ground is sprayed with Acuron herbicide, which we've been very pleased with. And it'll go to a wheat crop following this corn crop here, and we already have a pretty good start. Having a clean field, getting it ready for the wheat is going to be pretty simple. So we're kind of ready for a rain. They're calling for one tomorrow evening. Our soybeans could use another rain or two to help finish them out. Our soybean maturities, they all get planted about the 1st to middle of June. We'd like to be done by the 4th of July. And they range from anywhere from a 4.3 to about a 4.9. And some of those beans are included, are double crops that follow the wheat crop. So this year we were not as lucky to be done by the 4th of July. We were replanting beans for the 3rd time. So we're approaching halfway on the 21 corn harvest. We ought to hit halfway about tomorrow. And so far what we're seeing are better yields than what we've been seeing in the last 5 years for sure. Our area in the last 5 years has been taking it very hard. About the center of our operation, there's an area that it does not like to rain very often. And in the last 5 years, we've seen a lot of 70 to 90, 100 bushel corn. So this year was kind of a nice little change in that. We're seeing a little bit better yield, more along the lines of what used to be our average. So that's feeling a little bit better, minus the black flat ground that's kind of being a little bit of a drag this year compared to the dry years. That's our best corn. So it's kind of a trade-off. Every year there's good areas and bad areas, and you just hope you're in enough of the good ones to raise the average for the year. One thing that I've tried to do, which is kind of a little difficult because there's never a lax time with the farm, is be a part of some different organizations that can teach me something. And it's really taught me a lot, and it's made me some friends that are in different parts of the state that I learn from every day. You know, as they say, you need to surround yourself with people that you can learn from. And I've been a part of the Kansas Corn Growers. They have a young farmers association group, and I've been a part of that. And mass program through K-State, I went through that when I was fresh out of high school pretty much. And been looking into the TPAP program through Texas A&M, and a lot of things like those organizations have really given me some friendships with some people that I can talk to, and people that are maybe going through some of the same things we are, but in different parts of the state, and they have different views on how they view it for their operation. And growing up, I was an only child, and so I went with Dad everywhere. And so Mom sent me with him everywhere we went, and I was always in a tractor riding with him, and I knew it was something I always wanted to do. But as the older I got, he let me farm a little field there around home, and that was really something I took a liking to, and look forward to every year being different with a different crop. And as times went on, something that we really focused a lot on with this operation has been conservation and trying to preserve what we have and make better. And that's been one of my main focuses. We got quite a bit of dirt work material, dirt scraper that we have outfitted with Trimble water management system, so we can go in to rebuild terraces all through the monitor. And that's something I spend a lot of time during the winter, and there's never enough time to get it all done, but we sure try to leave things better than the way we found them and try to fix them and make them better and try to preserve the soil as much as we can. And we've been making a lot of good headway, I think, in the last 5 years on that, but the last 5 years have also been giving us rains that have been very destructive every year, and so it's been an uphill battle, but it's feeling like we're finally making a little bit of headway on it. And feeling kind of good about where we're sitting at. We've been working on fertility levels on our ground and really bumping some of that up and pushing it hard and working on pH levels. And so I guess to me, one of the main things that I look forward to every year is just trying to take what we have and make it better. And we've been playing with drainage tile, putting that in some of our blacker, flatter ground, and that's been working really well. We've actually been doing a little bit of irrigating back through the tile and playing with that, and that's been pretty interesting and something I like spending some time with. And so I suppose to me it's just mainly trying to preserve what we have and make it better. This is a family operation. I farm with my dad. My parents, they also have a crop insurance business on the farm that keeps Mom busy 100% of the time, and Dad's in the business most of the time unless they're caught up, and we get a little bit of help from him during harvest or planting season. So, I'm Evan Porter. My parents are Earl and Janet Porter, and we farm together. Operations called Porter Family Ag, and we're from Fredonia, Kansas.
This fall harvest tour is brought to you by Hot Tub Brokers, FNB Bank, Cowboy Corner Express, Haldy Ready Mix, Noble Enterprises, Cali Crate Feeders, The Schooler Company, S&M Repair and Towing, American Implement, Farmer State Bank, Mittens TA of Oakley, Colby Ag Center, Burlington Ford, High Plains Co-op, and Yost Farm Supply of Goodland, St. Francis, and Imperial, Nebraska.